Who's really crazy? President Trump or the media? That's the focus of tonight's angle. There's been a steady drumbeat from a bipartisan cabal in the media and a few in politics who are claiming that the commander-in-chief is unfit to serve, not in his right mind, insane, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. A New York Times bestselling book by a group of psychiatrists suggests that the president is psychologically unstable. And this narrative has been gaining momentum for some months now. And I'd say for a glimpse of true psychological instability, here's MSNBC's Joe Scarborough from Morning Joe, along with a sampling of other hysterics.
You have somebody inside the White House that the New York Daily News says is mentally unfit, that people close to him say is mentally unfit, that people close to him during the campaign told me had early stages of dementia.
Think about the prospect that the President of the United States is not fully in his right mind. I mean, let's just say it is not fully in touch with reality, and is worsening.
Something is unleashed with him lately. I don't know what is causing it. I don't know how to describe it.
You see a difference in the past days, weeks?
I think the last couple of days' tweets have been
unhinged,
markedly accelerated in terms of seeming a little unmoored.
We are concerned that the President of the United States is so unstable, is so volatile, has a decision-making process that is so quixotic that he might order a nuclear weapons strike that is wildly out of step with U.S. national security interests.
Quixotic, big word. Now, consider the people questioning the president's mental health. Like, for instance, where did Scarborough get his psych degree from? Talk about delusional. And Scarborough's not the only member of the media suffering from this severe case of Trump derangement syndrome. But I've got to be thinking about this. I think there might be a method to their madness. You see, what's happening is they're deflecting, I think, some attention from all the real basket cases, their colleagues in the newsrooms with real psychological issues. They're the ones you've been reading about, with careers going down in flames over habitual sexual abuse and harassment. And yeah, it's kind of a lot easier to talk about a crazy president who tweets than about your pals down the hall, or maybe the management upstairs who supposedly knew nothing about the predatory behavior of their best friend. Now, you know what the left, I think, ultimately is most afraid of here? Not that Trump is going to fail, but that he's actually going to succeed. So they use the word madman to undermine his credibility while setting up this narrative to oust him from office, delegitimize the election, pull it back. Now, last night I asked someone who knows a little bit about the president, Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, and I asked him his appraisal of Trump's mental state.
Those accusations are absolutely outrageous. I mean, I speak to the president on a virtually daily basis, and I'm involved with him all the time on all these issues. And that kind of accusation is totally baseless and outrageous. I think those kind of accusations are completely off base and irresponsible. Let's argue over the issues.
But the left and a smattering of defiant never-Trumpers, they don't want to talk about the issues. And the crazy talk allows them to divert attention from all the good the president has done already for the United States. Let's tick off a few. A booming economy. GDP just revised up to 3.3%. Stock market, we all know, hit an all-time high today of 24,000. Christmas retail sales up already this season. They slashed red tape to boost investor confidence, unleashing small businesses across the United States. He's rolled back regulations that strangle business growth, restoring common sense conservatism, trying to drain the swamp, having some success at moribund bureaucracies like the State Department. And he's nominating a record number of federal judges and courts across the land. And finally, returning fire in the one-sided trade war with China. It almost gets no coverage. That $250 billion worth of deals he brought back after that trip to Asia. He's finally launching a real anti-dumping case against Chinese aluminum manufacturers. And now, get this, now he's working with our European allies to oppose China at the WTO. Came out just hours ago. They're opposing market economy status for China. That's huge news. But where's all the media reporting and obsessing on all that? Top Trump aide Stephen Miller just told the Washington Examiner if media coverage was fair, unbiased, down the middle, there'd be 100 stories about the unstoppable momentum and energy of the Oval Office. What's the same thing they did in a way to my old boss, Ronald Reagan? They branded him a doddering old actor while trying to sabotage his agenda. And remember, these are the same people who got the election wrong. They said the stock market would tank once Trump got elected. And now they're desperately trying to revive their own reputations by defaming the president. And they hope they get what they want in the end, removing him from office. That's what all the crazy talk about. And frankly, I think that's crazy. And that's the angle.